So Pat McAfee calls out one of the them at ESPN, man. Norby Williamson is his name, man. Pat McAfee goes on a rant, says that he believes that Norby Williamson is sabotaging the Pat McAfee show at ESPN, man. And listen, this is going, we believe, over here with these mega facts, going to ruin our prediction of him and Shannon Sharp replacing Stephen A on First Take. We believe that that is over with now. We believe that that is not happening. We believe that that cannot happen because he named one of them by name. By name, man. Stephen A just calls them the head honchos, you know. Shannon Sharp just calls them the bosses and shit like that, you know. Never by name do you name them. Pat McAfee named them. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Shout out to Pat McAfee, man. Shout out to Pat McAfee, man. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, revenge is a cold dish, man. Days, allegedly, days after uh, Pat McAfee made this accusation, allegedly, Aaron Rodgers is no longer on the show now. Listen, us over here with these mega facts searching through the comments, we have seen that Aaron Rodgers is typically always gone uh, after the season ends. Um, so we'll see what happens next season if he's back or not. But man, I'm not sure. Listen, man, Aaron Rodgers. Um, he said that he will not apologize to Jimmy Kimmel for saying that there's a lot of celebrities and higher ups of the echelon that are not anticipating with fervor the release of the Epstein files that be in his list that has a list of so many allegedly popular and powerful names on it that have been doing debauchery and Babylonian things, man, on his island, allegedly. Who knows, people are pissed off at Aaron Rodgers for not taking a shit shot, man. People are pissed off that Aaron Rodgers, has done his own, medical research, People are pissed off at Aaron Rodgers, saying that just because he didn't take the shit shot, that he's making things political. Just because he cooking, just because he brought up Jeffrey Epstein, that he's being political. Like, dude, what are you talking about, people? This is this is not a political issue. Just because Epstein was allegedly using political figures to gain power for Israel, eh, that doesn't mean that it's that this isn't uh that this is a non. It doesn't mean that it's just a political issue, man. Okay, what? Listen, man. People are pissed off that Aaron Rodgers made his own medical decision. I mean, listen, man. Doctors is the number two cause of death in America by admission. Okay, they go and they admit to the wrongdoings that they've done as doctors. And do you think they admit to every mistake that they make, man? No, even still, I mean, they are still the number two cause of death in America. Okay, and that's because germ theory is a theory, never to be proven scientific fact. Allegedly, Louis Pasteur is a fraud because none of his postulates ever added up. It's not about um, so-called germs; it's about the terrain. He even said that on his deathbed, even though he didn't want any of his postulates to be released after his death. Man, shout out to Louis Pasteur's um his nephew for uh refusing to listen to his uncle and releasing his um, postulates post mortem, but that did not stop the Rockefeller medical industry from taking his germ theory research and parlaying that into the pharmaceutical industry that you see today, man. Made a trillion with a T dollars off of the shit shot, man. Facts. Yeah, I mean, listen, we can't say anything is facts because, man, if you got enough money, you can pay Wikipedia and change a lie into a fact, man. All right, allegedly, I don't know anything. We don't know anything. Do your own. Do your own. Don't ask us. Don't ask us. We just listen. Just a renegade commentator speaking about things that we may have or may not have seen. I don't know anything. All right, look it up for yourself. All right. Pat McAfee thought he could ruffle the fellas of the fellas that rock fellas for ruffling fellas of the Mockingbird media. You are Pat McAfee are part of the bird that mocks us all but with the lies by way of the Mockingbird media. And you thought you were gonna ruffle that Mockingbird's fellas feathers. Bruh, you know what happens to a bird that ruffles feathers? You gets plucked, man. Oh man, you're gonna get your ass plucked. You ain't gonna be replacing Stephen A with Shannon Sharp, man. We just can't see it happening, man. We can't see it happening no more. Cause you listen, man, you gonna talk what's in your own brain. You ain't gonna stick to that damn teleprompt. You ain't gonna stick to no script. You ain't gonna keep it PG. You ain't a PC. You feel me? Oh no, indeed, you gonna call out them by name? Oh man, shout out to Pat McAfee, man. Norby Williams, pyramid on the hand sign with the wink wink. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jimmy Kimmel. Listen, man, Jimmy Kimmel works for Disney too. You know, ESPN, ABC owned by Disney. Listen, man, they don't like it when you cook their, you know, they puppets, man. They are paid to promote, you know, the Mockingbird Media's BS. And let me tell you something, uh, TV, social media influence, you know, is the biggest, baddest war weapon known to humankind, man. I mean, it just is what it is, you know. If you can control how somebody thinks by way of the media, you don't have to fight them. All right? Okay? If you get somebody that has some influence, speaking any kind of sense against the Mockingbird media and the Mockingbird media's outpost, that being on TV, oh my God, the house of cards just come crumbling down like Jericho. Humpty Dumpty gets splat by the facts. You know what I'm saying? And they can't listen, man. These things cannot happen. You don't call out who they are by name and think you're gonna stay with them. You know?